welcome back to budgeting, fun budgeting. And today I have $150 sitting in front of me in this envelope. So the question is, the decision I need to make is, do I take the entire $150 and send it to my debt, or do I put this money into my sinking funds? Because if you've guys been following me on my journey, you know I'm seriously serious about getting the credit cards paid off. So you might be looking at this money right now thinking, girl, send it to your credit card. And trust me, look, I've thought about it, okay? But I've learned something from getting into debt in the first place. This is the thing. Pay off debt doesn't help me if I keep having to create new debt every time life happens. All right. So today I am going to, I'm going to be showing you guys why I'm choosing to put this $150 in my sinking funds. And y'all, grab your coffee, your binder, your tea, and guys, y'all, it's a little bit later and I made me some matcha. Listen, it tastes good. It is so good. And I think I can use it to relax. So all I have is here is sweet matcha, ice cubes, and it's Muwala organic vanilla bean milk. That's all I have in it. And I am going to slip it in one of my cute little koozies. This is not a venti medium size. This is a small cup, but I'm going to put this in here. It fits very lovely in here so I can keep my ice cubes during the video. Okay, so we're gonna actually put that here. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stuff my money. How about that? How about that? Catch me out. No, girl, we ain't even gonna do that. Okay, so we got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. All right, so we're gonna do 20 here. We're gonna do 10 here. We're going to do 5s here, and then we're going to do another 5 here. And then I'm just going to put my little card here that I can just wipe off. All right, so before I touch this cash, I'm going to put this here too. I'm looking at my budget because something I'm really trying to do is to stop making financial decisions based on how I'm feeling at that moment. I want my planner that I have, I don't have it with me right now, but I want it to tell me what the priorities are. My debt absolutely still is a priority, but so is preparing for expenses I know that are coming up. So that's the difference I'm starting to understand. And like, let's say like an oil change isn't an emergency. Car property taxes isn't an emergency. Registration is an emergency. Amazon Prime renewing isn't an emergency. My appointments aren't emergencies. They're expenses I can actually prepare for. And that's what these envelopes are helping me do. So we're going to be adding to my sinking funds here. And then I actually, I have where I might switch something up. So just wait, watch, stay tuned, stay with the video, see what I switch up and see what I don't. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get my sinking funds binder. All right, let's start with this. Okay. All right, so the first thing we have here is my car property taxes. Now, I am done for the whole year, so I think I am going to actually skip this one. I was going to actually put $25 in there. We'll come back to the $25 and what we're going to do. This is going to be what I need you to stay tuned for to see what we're going to do. Okay, so next we have massage. All right, let's do this. We're actually going to do $20. Now my goal, I am going to write my goal up here, which is going to be $100. All right, so that's going to be my goal for right now. And I think each time I do it, it's going to be $100. So we're going to do add cash, and then we're going to do 812, and we're going to add $20 to this. And yes, I am actually paying off debt, guys, and saving for a massage, because I used to think that if I was paying off debt, I wasn't allowed to spend money on myself. But I'm trying to like create a budget that I can actually like live with. Can Can you guys see that? I don't know. I think I had it so far down. But if I make my budget so restrictive that I'm miserable, I'm not going to stick with it, honestly. And the difference is planning for this. Actually, I'm not putting the massage on a credit card. I'm saving for it first, and that's a completely different decision that I'm making. All right. Next, we have nails. And we're doing $15 for nails. And I have an album on my phone that I just do. I try to get like off of Pinterest some nail ideas, and I'll just put them in there. So when I go there, I already have like an idea of what I'm going to get. So I don't spend my whole time there trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So we are actually going to be adding $15. And my goal for this is always like, I think I'm going to do $70 for this one this time. So $70. So I'm going to do a goal of that. I mean, I can do 60, but I'm just going to do that so I can have extra. Okay, so we're going to do a 10 and a 5 here. So we got 15. And again, this is something that I enjoy, guys. And instead of pretending I'm suddenly never going to get my nails done because I'm paying off debt, I'm putting it in my budget. What am I doing? What is happening here? Hold on. No, I did that wrong. No. Hair care. No, guys, I didn't did the utmost. Okay, so nails. Here, let's do this. Add cash, but I'm going to add cash the same to each one. So, whoo, that was a saving moment. I don't know what I was looking at. All right, so we're going to put y'all, I'm all busted up here. So we're going to get a 10 and a 5. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to get a 10 and a 5. And thank you guys that posted about my mistake that I made. My last video for my budget planner. I went back and that was exactly, I had messed up on the bill adding that part. Thank you guys. You guys are lifesavers. Okay. All right, let's get this together. So we got nails, which is 15. So like I said, I'm putting this in my budget. That's what a real life, realistic budget look for me. And next, I've already added cash, $15, because I'm going to actually put $15 in there. And let's see. Yeah, so let's go back. I'm doing the most here. Okay. So for hair care, that's not my goal. So my goal will be 150, and then my nails, I'm going to put 70 here. All right, let's get that together. Okay. So the same thing, hair care and maintenance gets 15. Same idea like my nails. I know I'm going to spend the money on my hair. So why not let's prepare for it instead of acting surprised, because y'all be doing that when I got an appointment and it comes around. I be like, dang, and I know better. So we got $10 here. I know better. All right. So we got this, and next we're going to do Amazon Prime. I don't know why I have this already filled out. I need a new card. I'm going to make a new card here because I have a box check. I guess I could have just used that and check it, but I want it to be accurate. All right, so for Amazon Prime, this will be $10 because I rounded it up, but I'm going to do $10 this time. So Amazon Prime, it's going to get $10, and this is going to be checked. And we're going to do $10. And annual expenses are pretty sneaky, so they're not really emergencies. But because we don't see them every month, they feel like emergencies when they hit. Yeah. And $10 today means future me has $10, 10 fewer dollars to find later. All right, matcha time. I swear this is so refreshing. Whew, I needed it. Sorry. I'm like all in the video. All right, so next we're going to do card details and card decals and registration. So this one here is going to get 15. And my goal for this is going to be 250. All right, so this is going to get $15. And this is another one that I am slowly building, guys. I'm not trying to fully fund every envelope overnight, so that ain't possible. And that's very important to me, because sometimes I think we watch other people cash stuff and we feel like we have to stuff every envelope with hundreds of dollars. But you got to realize that their situation is different than yours. And no, I'm building my envelopes paycheck by paycheck. So yeah, paycheck by paycheck budget. There we go. All right, so let's put that in there. All right, so next we have oil change and tires and inspection. So this one, I already have $10 in there, and I'm gonna have a goal of $500 for this one. So this one is getting the biggest amount today, which is gonna be $30. So we should have $40 in here. And the reason is because car maintenance, guys, can get expensive super fast. A tire does not care that you're doing a debt snowball method. It don't care at all. I keep putting this down. Can you guys see that? I keep scooting it down. Your car doesn't care. Your car doesn't care that this wasn't in this week's budget. I'm just saying 20, 30, 35, 40. So this is one of the sinking funds I'm prioritizing, because if something happens with the car, I don't want my first thought to be is which credit card has room to put what I need for it. I want my first thought to actually be, I've been saving for this. That was my goal. Here I go. All right, so the next one is home remodel, and we are going to be adding $20, and I have a goal of $1,000 for this. And finally, this isn't urgent or anything like that, but this isn't something that I need tomorrow. All right, so this is just something, this is simply something I'm slowly working towards. And like I actually like having one envelope that's about a future goal, because I want to do like countertops, flooring, new carpet, because my entire financial journey, guys, can't just be about bills and debt. Okay, so we're going to do $20 for this. So that's $25. So I'm going to take 20. And let's see. And I want something also, guys, that I'm excited to save for too. So home is your happy place. $20 in home remodeling, and that's what we got going on. Now, I have an extra $25 here, and I was going to put that in my car property tax, but then I thought, hey, I've already paid for the whole rest of the year. So why not? Because school in Aiden is getting a little bit expensive. Why not take that extra money and put it in Aiden's binder where I need to do a little bit better? Normally, I guess I could put this all in his school lunch. Normally, this $25 that I have left would have went in my car property tax envelope. And like I told you guys just a few minutes ago, that I've completely paid up for the rest of the year, and I don't have to pay until next year, June 5th, 2027. So that's like 10 months that I have until it has to be paid. And this is exactly why I don't believe, guys, sinking funds should stay the same forever. So you got to make changes. You got to adjust. Our life changes, so our budget needs to change too. So instead of stuffing money into something that's already fully funded, and I'm going to take this $25, like I said, and put it in Aiden's binder. With school starting back, soccer coming up, there's going to be little expenses throughout the year. I'd rather start preparing now for them than having those expenses sneak up on, on my regular budget during the year. All right, so this is where we're going to put it. So we're going to do school, which we're going to do school lunch, because I think we're going to be able to put some money on his lunch account. So we're actually going to do 10 for school lunch. Oops, I don't need that 5. So school lunch is going to get $10. All right, and then we're going to do for sports. Let me find sports here. Oh, let's go ahead and do fun and allowance. We're just going to do $5 for that. And then we're going to do sports. We're going to do $10. So we get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that will be $10 for sports. All right, so that is good for Aiden. So recap of what we did. So we started off with 150, guys. And every dollar now has a job. And matcha. I don't know if I'm thirsty or this is just good. All right. Okay. So property taxes, we didn't do the $25. We held out on that. Massage got 20. Nails got 15. Hair care got 15. Amazon Prime got 10. Car registration got 15. Oil change, tires inspection got 30. 20 for home remodel. And then we did the 25 for Aiden's binder. We did lunch, activities like soccer, and then we did miscellaneous fun. So $0 is left without a purchase. And honestly, that's what budgeting is becoming for me. Not restriction, just direction. All right. So here's the lesson that I want you guys to take away from today's video. You don't have to choose between paying off debt and preparing for your future. The balance is going to look different for everybody. So maybe you only have $20 for sinking funds this paycheck, and y'all, that is okay. So maybe you have $200. That's okay too. The important question is, what expenses keep sending me back to my credit cards? Think about it. Start there. Maybe it's car repairs, birthdays, Christmas, school expenses, let's say medical copays, whatever keeps surprising your budget, okay? Consider giving that an envelope. So it took me a while to kind of compile this together, but I'm getting the routine, because sometimes the best way to get out of debt is to prepare for the things that could put you right back in there. Guys, we are done. $150 stuff, 8 sinking funds. Well, not 8. We kind of bumped it up a little bit with, I think we did what, 10 sinking funds. And honestly, I feel pretty good about this. I'm still paying off debt. I'm still working my snowball. I'm still trying to be intentional with every dollar, but I'm also preparing for life. And I think that's the piece I was missing before. Now, I actually want to hear from you. If you had $150 today, last time I had $37, you guys told me what you would do with it. What would you do? Would you put the entire thing towards debt? Would you put it into savings? Would you stuff your sinking funds? Or would you split it like I did? Okay. All right. So tell me in the comments before. I genuinely want to know, guys. Okay. And here's another question. Okay. You can answer either one. What's the one sinking fund you absolutely refuse to stop funding? Mine right now would probably be my car maintenance fund, because I realize in how much that envelope can protect my budget. So if you've been following me, guys, for this, like these little series that I'm doing, thank you so much for continuing with me on my journey. So we're not trying to become perfect with money overnight. We're learning, we're adjusting, we're paying down debt, we're saving, and mostly we're continuing to show up. So if you're doing that with me, guys, let me get a heart in the comments. Let's do that. So if you made it to the end of this video, you know to put a heart in the comment, okay? And also, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for the next budget update, because we're going to see if all these little changes and things are actually making a difference, guys. And I will see you in the next one. And until next time, guys, peace.